In this video, you will see how recent NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets and Golden State Warriors, are using 5-out offensive concepts. Former Guam national team coach Brent Tipton compiled these clips and strategies from coaches Steve Kerr and Michael Malone. Before we get started, we wanted to let you know that you can get instant access to a free printable PDF of 5-out offensive concepts from NBA champions. The PDF includes diagrams, descriptions, and bonus tips on ways you can incorporate these 5-out offensive concepts at any level of coaching. Just click the link in the description. Now let's get started. An away screen is simply a screen set in the opposite direction from the ball handler. So if the ball handler is on the right wing, the 5 will move to set a screen on the player on the left wing, or vice versa. The away screen will send a cutter towards the direction of the ball for an immediate shot or drive opportunity. If the defense trails the player receiving the screen, the player should look to curl. That puts the defender behind the player receiving the pass, creating an advantage for the offense. As you can see in these clips, your 5 player generally sets the away screen as you come down in transition. If you're in a traditional 5-out spacing, your 5 will trail to the top and then be in position to set the away screen. Having your 5 set the screen discourages your opponent from switching, as that will result in a mismatch. If they do switch, you can immediately look to attack and exploit the mismatch that's created. The away screen should be set at the slot opposite of the ball handler. This gives the player using the screen enough space to operate after clearing the screen. The 5 can pop back after setting the screen, opening up additional options. If the defender goes under the screen, the 5 can immediately turn back into a ball screen. This forces the defense to guard multiple actions back to back, which is very hard to do. This puts the 5's defender in a tough position of having to slow down the point guard and get back to their man if the ball is thrown back to the 5. As you see here, that creates a long closeout for the 5 defender, opening up a driving lane. If the defense puts 2 defenders on the ball after the ball screen, the 5 should short roll as shown here to create a better passing angle for the guard. To maximize the effectiveness of this action, make it automatic. Anytime the guard defender goes under the away screen, the 5 automatically turns and ball screens. Additionally, remind your 5 to set the ball screen as low as possible to discourage the defender from trying to go under the ball screen. If the defense is denying or top blocking the guard receiving the screen, that player should immediately cut back door. When doing so, the cut must be decisive. It may be helpful to take one step away from the rim to open up more space and time for the pass, but beyond that, the player should cut forcefully to the rim. Oftentimes, the 5 defender will drop to help on this cut. When that happens, the ball handler should look to hit the 5, popping back to the top of the key. After hitting the 5, the ball handler can follow their pass and sprint off the 5 for a pitch or handoff. This is commonly referred to as a get action. This is a great action for youth players as they don't have to set up the handoff like they do with a ball screen. They can generate space by running after the pass and get the ball back with speed. Let's look at a couple other examples of the get action we just described. Here you see Steph Curry is denied, so he immediately cuts back door. Anthony Davis drops. and Jordan Poole makes the correct read, hitting the 5-man on the perimeter. Poole immediately follows his pass and creates space for an open 3. In this example, the Pelicans switch the get action. Because they now put a big on a guard, he plays off, leaving an open 3. Sometimes your spacing won't be ideal. In this clip, you see the 5-man solve this dilemma by changing the away screen from a down screen to a back screen. This sends the cutter downhill towards the rim. If you have a dynamic point guard and want to get the ball back in their hands, consider the toss action. It's an effective counter when defenders go under the away screen. After the initial ball handler passes to the player coming off the screen, they run and follow their pass, receiving a toss back. As that's happening, the 5-player turns and sets a ball screen for the 1. A nifty counter of the toss action is having the player fake the toss back and attack the rim as DiVincenzo does here. The toss is effective at all levels. It's especially effective at younger levels, where you may only have a couple strong ball handlers. It's a way to involve multiple players in the action while ultimately keeping the ball in the hands of your best playmaker. Here you see the toss action can lead into other actions. After the toss, the Nuggets flow into a back screen followed by a down screen, creating a top of the key 3. If the toss back isn't open, the action continues. The 5 can dribble at the next closest guard to initiate a dribble handoff. This is a great example of what Steve Kerr calls keeping the ball hot. In other words, the ball continues to move with pace throughout the possession. We hope you enjoyed this 5-out NBA offensive concepts video. If you want instant access to a free printable PDF of 5-out offensive concepts from NBA champions, make sure to click the link in the description so you gain access to a free PDF featuring diagrams, descriptions, and bonus resources. Make sure to click and subscribe and then click the bell button so you're the first to know when we release more new videos. Thanks for watching.